y'all tune into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. See more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. No,
let's get ready to rumble!
What's good? What's good? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ryan Fraser in the building. Let me know how the audio is, man, because it's my first time on this platform. We on Restream, so it's my first time on this platform, man. You know, I never been on here before, so yo, just let the boy know how it's going, man. Let me know how it's going. First of all, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank you all for the support on the channel. And show, if it's your first time here, man, you know what it is. You know, we finna talk boxing. We finna talk about what happened on the weekend, and we definitely finna talk about Boots Ennis and what's next for him. But smash that like button while you here. Dang, that didn't work. Dang, y'all know how to show my.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big right hand! One punch! That is it! Forget about.
Yeah. We back with it again, man. Another one. Yo, if the volume's too high, let me know, because I kind of got the mixer all the way up. That's why I'm asking about the volume, because I got a mixer. Finally. Definitely working to improve the streams, yo, quality. Yeah. And shout out wherever y'all coming from, man. Make sure y'all shout it out where y'all coming from, what y'all thought about the weekend, and what's next for Boots Ennis, man. Boots Ennis definitely one of the how you say bright stars in boxing. You know, shout out to him. He had a superstar performance, man. And if y'all watch my stream last, I wasn't saying he wasn't no superstar one. Shoot, I just thought Stanionis was gonna make it a tougher fight. That's what I thought, man. You know, I gave Stanionis a lot of props. So I mean, so shout out to Boots Ennis, and I think that he got to keep it moving, got to keep it going. I do like Boots Ennis and what he's doing, but I think at the same time we need to see him in a better fight. You know, and I say a better fight, like, you know, I don't know, man. It's tough at 47. Yeah, bro. Yo, yo, Johnny, I just noticed that, bro. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. Is it better now? I think I figured it out though. But yeah, I think I figured out that whole setting thing and what was going on. I don't know what was going on, man, but now I feel like it sounds a trying to figure it out along the way. I probably should have did like a test stream on this. But we'll see what's going on, man. We'll see what's going on. Much better now, he said. All right. That's cool. I could deal with that, you know. I'll figure it out though as we go on. You know me, man. I'm a trooper. You know, I'm definitely gonna try to tweak in some things and get it perfect. But shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Shout out to the whole community. And shout out to boxing, man. There was a lot of boxing on this past weekend. Like we had Pro Box. Pro Box was on. You know, the Matchroom card was on. And then I feel like, oh yeah, earlier in the week there was obviously the Eye of the Tiger card, Canada. Shout out to them. But we'll talk about Boots Ennis here first, man. Shout out to Boots Ennis. He's definitely talking point, I think, of the evening. Brian Norman Jr. might have something to say about Boots. He might have, you know, a whole new way he's gonna come at Boots. But I think Boots Ennis, where he's sitting at, he's a better, he's a more polished fighter right now. And I think that, it'll be it'll be it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting to see how them guys fight, bro. You know, it'll be really good, but at the same time, that Boots Ennis. Oh shoot, you said the sound went up. Damn, we back. We back, yo. I think it only goes out when I put up them slides. I don't know why I do that. But anyways, I'll try to keep it moving. Maybe we'll forget the slides today. Yeah. This is my first time on Restream, hangout spot. Yo, I didn't even get my man to call in, bro. Yo, hangout spot. You know what I'm saying? Holding me down right now, man, while we going through this, but making it tough on y'all. My bad, man. I should have did the test stream, but shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Like I said, it was a good weekend of boxing. Boots Ennis looked really good. Boots Ennis definitely impressed me. I thought he did a lot of good work in the fight. And bro, like I said, man, I thought Stanionis was gonna make it tough on him. Like, I ain't gonna front with y'all. I thought it was gonna be a 12-round fight. I thought, Boots was gonna face a little adversity. But Boots Ennis, chill, man. Talk about swimming without getting wet. That's what it was, man. Because I mean, a lot of those big shots that Stanionis landed when he did land, they didn't seem like they affected Boots Ennis. And I say Boots Ennis, the thing about him is he's a fan-friendly fighter. Like, he fights in the pockets. He's not afraid to let go. As you see, like, there's a few times where Stanionis hit him and he wanted to return fire right away. And some people think that, like, that's a bad thing. But, like, man, boxing fans these days, that's what they asking for. That's the type of fights they want to see. They don't want to see, guys moving around the ring and being defensive. No, fans don't want to see that no more. So shout out to Boots Ennis. He looked like he had some fun in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I felt like. He got up for this fight. I think he got up for this one. I don't think he was able to get up for the Karen fight. I think he was unmotivated in that fight. And he got up for this fight. He definitely did. And he did his thing, man. I thought, yeah. Yeah, the hangout spot, same thing, man. Boots did his thing. I had this fight being much tougher. Yep. I thought Stan would be a problem. No, real talk, man. You, me, shoot. Ness picked Stanionis to win. So Ness too thought it was gonna be a tougher fight. What do we know about boxing, bro? There's a lot of people saying that the knockout was gonna happen. Shout out to my guy Ty. He definitely said the knockout was gonna happen. Shout out to Half Boxing in the building. What's good, Half Boxing, bro? Appreciate you. But yeah, man, even Nestor Gibbs, he picked Stanionis, man. Now I wasn't doing all that, but I definitely thought that Boots was gonna be in a tougher fight. I thought we were gonna see some adversity. I thought, he was gonna have to dig deep and fight. But nah, he didn't have to dig deep in this fight. He looked like he was chilling. He was in his bag. And I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed watching the Boots fight. I enjoyed watching him. It looked like he had fun. Shout out to Bozy Ennis. He was giving him good instructions. Stay on that jab. Telling him keep going to the body. And I mean, we kind of watched the fight. You know what I'm saying? We watched it literally unfold, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Boots Ennis was diving to those body shots early, and we saw Stanionis. What did he do? He had to take a knee. So them body shots, from the first round on, man, that was work. So shout out to Boots Ennis, man, for putting up a magical performance because one, I didn't think he was gonna be able to stop Stanionis. Well, he didn't stop Stanionis the way I thought it would happen, right? I never thought a body shot, but like that, they went that route. That was the game plan, obviously, and it worked to perfection. So shout out to Bozy Ennis, shout out to Boots for going out there and doing it. And this is the type of things that I'm like, man, we need to see more of. The 147 division, with Terrence Crawford leaving and Earl Spence leaving, Keith Thurman, like Danny Garcia, those guys left, man. And we really, really thought that the 147 division was dead, man. Shout out to my guy, Talk to Boxing Talk, brother was good. What's going on, man? I missed you live today, bro. I saw the alert, but I was at my father-in-law's house helping him cut up some wood, man. But yeah, man, you know what it is. Boots Ennis, he's stamping himself, man. He stamped himself in the division, you know. And a lot of people were saying that Stanionis isn't good, this and that and the third. Nah, man. Boots Ennis made him look that bad. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna give credit to Boots. I'm not gonna say that Stanionis is a bad fighter because that's not true. I'm not saying Karen was a bad fighter either. I just felt like Boots looked more motivated in this fight than he did in the Karen fight. Like he looked more, you know what I'm saying, in it. And he was in it to make a point, and he did. And shout out to him for coming in the press conference, talking that talk, man. We don't really hear much from Boots Ennis when he on the mic in these press conferences. So I was happy for him to say, "I'm the best fighter, man. I'm the best fighter." He definitely said it, and he said, "I'm the best fighter in the world," and he said it with confidence. And that just lets me know he's growing into this stardom that the fans are giving him and been giving him. He's growing into it. He's backing up the performances. Now, I guess the big thing is for us is what's next for Boots because we know Brian Norman Jr. He talking about fighting Jin Sasaki, going over to Japan. That leaves him out the equation. Mario Barrios, I think his team said that they're not gonna fight till summer, which I mean is perfect for Boots, but I mean we know what it is. They're gonna play hardball with Boots, especially because Boots was over on that side before PBC. And people say, "Oh, well, they sent Stanionis over." Yeah, they did. I don't think that I don't think they feel that same way about Barrios like they do with Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I think that they didn't even promote this fight for Stanionis. I never seen anything from PBC until the day before the fight. Team Stanionis. I never seen any promotion, and I get it. It's a matchroom card. It's not really a co-promoted card. All the fighters on the undercard were matchroom, but I feel like, man, if you really backing your guy, you probably gonna do a little bit more promo, but it's all good, man. Stanionis, I know he'll be back. I know he'll do his thing. Shout out to Johnny. He said, "Bring on Boots, man." For sure, bro. We want to see it. We want to see that fight, Norman Jr. But I just don't think a unification is next for Boots. I think that he's gonna fight um what's his name? Guy who fought on the undercard, Shergath. He was supposed to be the mandatory, right? He was supposed to be the mandatory for Stanionis, and he took step aside money so that they could fight. So he's obviously in the line. So I think the WBA or whatever, they mandate a lot of fights. It don't really happen. But I think that's the fight that Boots will knock off next because he won't get Norman or he won't get Barrios. Unless Barrios, I don't know. Unless Barrios forces the PBC to make the fight, unless Eddie Hearn offers Barrios an insane amount of money that he can't say no to. I just don't see that fight happening. Yeah, Giasov. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Giasov, Chakram. So shout out to him. He's got the fight next with Boots. I'm pretty sure. He gonna fight Boots next. Shout out to Oscar, man. In the building. What's good, Oscar? What's good, man? Yeah, I'm also here to eat my crow too because a lot of the picks I did with decision on Boots. I think there was only one pick that I did for Ty. Y'all remember that? I did the KO on Boots on Ty. And that was funny because when I did that bet, it actually gave me a bonus. It said in the bonus tariff, 25% tariff bonus. Yo, I was dead, bro. Canada be funny, man. They be funny up here with that tariff stuff. But yeah, man, I do believe that oh, shout out to my guy Z, man. I ain't seen you. What's good, brother? In the building, my guy Z, man. He said, yeah, the lack of promotion for Stan. Yeah, talking about, yeah, retiring after if he loses kind of sums up his relationship with PBC. Oh shoot, man. I hope he don't retire. Like Stanion is still young. I don't understand that. Why would he retire, man? I don't know. I don't get that. Y'all think that he was just speaking from emotions? I don't know, man. The Hang Spot said, he said Norman may look to fight Jin Sasaki next in Japan. I'll discuss tomorrow with Brian Norman Sr. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out the Hangout Spot. He gonna have Brian Norman Sr. over there tomorrow, man. That's what's up. Yeah, Brian Norman Sr. You always popping out on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, Doc. Yeah, yo. They said the tariff bonus on the bet, yo. I got that little 25% tariff bonus. So it helped out because we only ended up losing about $1 and something. Yeah, man. But yeah, basically, back on the Boots thing, I think Boots right now is the best in the division, obviously because he's unified. He holds WBA, IBF now, and the ring. The Ring magazine, we can't forget it, but I don't know what they did to that belt though. Y'all see that? I was disgusted, man. I was like, man, and like the Ring, I don't know what they be doing because in the Crawford fight, they basically said like, okay, we're gonna give you an actual belt. And I always looked at the Ring belt like the Rocky belt, man, from the Rocky movies. So they bring out this Ring belt now, and I'm like, yo, this shit look disgusting, man. This shit, I don't know who designed it. It don't look like it's real hardware. Like it look plasticky, like them fake WWE ones you get out the Walmart. Man, I was disgusted with that Ring magazine belt. I'm like, damn, like Turkey, like what you doing, brother? Like your undisputed belt look better, and even that looks ugly to me. But we ain't gonna talk about that really. Oh man, what he said, yeah. Yeah, Stan said because it's been so hard for him to get the fights, he doesn't think anyone. Nah, man, he should fight. Like he in a division now. 147 is gonna be popping. Yeah, smash them like button. Yeah, smash them. Appreciate y'all. Yo, is he pound for pound now? Ah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt some Boots fans, but I don't think so, man. I don't think beating Stanionis does it, right? But I mean, on some people's list, he's gonna be pound for pound, and I wouldn't be mad at those people. Like, I'm not gonna say they casuals and whatnot. They got a case, right? But on my pound for pound list, I wouldn't put Boots there just yet. But he knocking on the door, like no doubt. He gonna be there just now. Callum Smith said he was retiring after losing to Peterbiev too. I guess that's what matchroom's for. Yeah, brother. Yeah, the retirement talks in boxing these days. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, people are funny, man. I hope we see Stanionis again, though. He's a good fighter. Yeah, no doubt. He is a good fighter, man. And I think like he's also a good fight for a lot of those guys coming in to the whole 147, like Dev and Ryan, and if Tio makes his way up, we don't know about Tio. He talking. But if he makes his way there, like Stanionis is a good test for all those guys, man. See, he said, "Yeah, just curious." That's what people are asking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people. I think a lot of people just get hype in the moment, bro. And I'm not saying that they wrong for that. I'm just saying, like, that was a magical performance by Booth. Yes, but so we just gonna throw him in the pound for pound? I don't know. But everybody's pound for pound is subjective. It's all subjective. Some people, you know, they have different ways of viewing their pound for pound. So I mean, Boots, I'm sure he's in somebody's pound for pound. And like I said, they probably got a valid reason for that. So I ain't even mad at them for that, bro. Me personally, he's not in mine just yet, but he'll be there. I know he'll be there. So we ain't rushing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we definitely had a good night of fights. Shout out to Ray Ford. He got a win too. Ray Ford's fight I thought was gonna be tougher too. But Ray Ford pretty much washed dude. Like he pretty much won every single round. And shout out to Ray Ford, man. He looked good out there. I think the thing about Ray Ford is sometimes he steps off the gas in fights. I didn't think he did that in this fight. I think he fought a complete 12 rounds. Gave us a complete 12 rounds. And it's good, man. It's good that he did that. And now, he can solidify himself going into the next fight, man. Shout out to Rusty Cage in the building. What's good, my brother? Sure you smash that like button. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I think Ray Ford, he fought really good. Good ass fight. I was surprised to see him really, look so good because, his first performance, it looked like he was chasing dude around the ring and he just wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to box. It looked like Ray Ford was boxing more. And I think Ray Ford's really good when he's boxing, man. I think he's really, really good when he's boxing. I get it. He's probably heard all the criticism that his teammate Shakur Stevenson gets for doing the boxing thing. But Ray Ford's a pocket fighter. I love Shakur, but I don't think he's a pocket fighter. I think he's a little more on the outside fighter than he is a pocket fighter. So I think for sure Ray Ford, he definitely gonna be good in that division. Man. That division is kind of loaded right now. It's not loaded, it's top heavy, I should say. 130, Navarrete, Shaki Foster, and then Lamont Roach, should he come back? I don't know. What y'all think about Lamont Roach? Y'all think Lamont Roach should just stay at 35? I mean, he did have a good fight with Tank, right? Yeah, Rusty said savage. Yeah, he was a savage, man. Ray Ford was putting the beats on him. And there was one point where I thought Ray Ford was gonna stop, dude. Show, it was easy. That's why I say that, man. But great performance by Ray. Yeah, man. Yeah, Doc said, yeah, Ray Ford looked crazy in that bright ass highlighter fit. Yeah, he did. He dominated Matisse, even though a lot of us were looking for the. Oh yeah, yeah. No, some people was looking for the stoppage, and I said it too. I'm like, damn. I was actually like, yo, Ray Ford, chill, bro, because I picked Ray Ford decision, but I only picked it because I felt like Matisse, like he never been stopped in one, and two, he's kind of a slick fighter, man. Y'all ever watched the Rocky Hernandez fight? Y'all would have seen he's a slick fighter, so I figured, he'd have enough skill to survive pretty much the whole 10 round. But nah, Ray Ford almost got him out of there. Like Ray Ford had him hurt. I think Ray Ford he looks way better at this weight than 26. He needs to just leave that shoo talk. Just stop talking about shoo. He's at 26, man. Focus on your division. Who knows, bro? I mean, you out here, you got a little beast with Tank. Maybe you can get pulled up for a Tank fight, man. Ray Ford and Tank, that'd be dope. But I know the public would hate it. But hey, man, if Ray Ford can continue to be this good and to do well, damn, man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, the hangout spot said yeah, that fight is proof why I hate fights against guys who are friends. Yeah, man. Yeah, no pre-fight hype, no fireworks in that fight. Yeah, I know they had a little bit of jabber back and forth during the weigh-in, and when Matisse told him, meet me in the pocket. Like I thought that was pretty dope. He was like, meet me in the pocket. Ray Ford, like, yeah, that's what I do. That was a pretty cool moment. He said before did his thing, shout out to him. Yeah, no, Ray Ford did, man. Ray Ford definitely did his thing, man. I was happy for him. Cause Ray Ford, he the dude that turned me into a Nick Ball fan. Y'all didn't know that, bro. I'm telling you, Nick Ball, he upset me twice. He didn't beat Ray Vargas, but he was behind in that fight and then got the draw. So I was like, damn, because I thought Ray Vargas was gonna beat him up. Then Ray Ford, they got that announced. I'm like, oh yeah, Ray Ford gonna beat this dude up. And Nick Ball just outworked him, man. I don't know what happened to Ray that night. He wasn't listening to his corner. He went rogue. I think he was weight drained for real, but hey, Nick Ball won. So at the end of the day, I'm like, I can't be mad at Nick Ball. Like, what you take the fight for, Ray? You should just vacate it, bro. That ain't Nick Ball's fault. And now you done made me a fan because he beats you. Like, damn, bro. That's how it went, yo. Trust me. I just didn't jump on that Nick Ball bandwagon for no reason. He had to show me something. But yeah, and then we also had Omari Jones. Omari Jones fought. I thought that back on with me, the hang on spots. Yo, bro, let me drop the link in the chat for y'all if y'all want to come up here and spit game because that's what I do over here. I don't discriminate. But yeah, basically, Omari Jones' opponent came and just showed up and got his check. That was crazy, man. Dude took, I don't even know if Omari Jones hit him. Like, that was wild, bro. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, hang on spot. I'm probably gonna be able to come on Thursday, bro. I'll be off on Thursday. Probably Thursday. I can't wait to see how things unfold with him going the IBF route. Hopefully he can perform under the rehydration clause. Yeah, yeah, that IBF, they'll get you that fight, bro. That's one thing about the IBF. They will make sure you got the fight, man. So shout out to the IBF. They always do that. Sure, shout out to my pops though, man. He messaged me about some things going on in the boxing world. Yeah, just know that Savannah Marshall gonna be in a big fight, y'all. Big fight in July. You know which card is in July, right? Just know Savannah Marshall gonna be in a big fight in July on a big card in July for women's boxing. But yeah, just know that. Basically, yeah, let's go back to this, bro. So Ray for Omari Jones gets a stoppage over dude who just came to collect his check, which was crazy. Saquon Moses looked good. Yeah, man. Omari Jones definitely doing his thing. Already got 2 fights in. We only in April. That's good, man. Yeah, he got the memo for real. He definitely cashed out, man. That was wild. Zaquin Moses got a stoppage. He looked good. Tamir Smalls, who we was talking about last week. Somebody has mentioned his name in the chat. And yeah, man, he got the stoppage too. And then there were some pro box fights. There were some pro box fights. Pro box shout to them. They definitely showed up and showed out. Pro box, see, they're moving like network for real now because now they're getting real dates, man. They're getting multiple dates. Shout out to them. I don't know if they're getting paid, but they must be getting paid because shit, they doing it on Saturdays now, man. They not even doing the whole Wednesday thing no more. They done moved on. They doing bigger things. They moving from city to city. Whoever casino got the bag, that's where Pro Box at. That's how you hustle, man. Shout out to them taking that whole thing on the road because they had something in Plant City there, and I'm not sure how much they were making, but I don't think that matters when now they're at a point where they're getting paid to put on shows. Casinos is giving them the money to put on shows, so that's where you always want to be as a promoter, where you're being paid to put on the event. And they have a perfect model for that because a lot of their fighters that are on the cards, they're not extremely high level fighters, so they don't need high level purses or a budget. You know what I'm saying? Or I forget the word for it. There is a word for it, man. What the pay is, just slipped my mind right now. But yeah, basically what the budget these casinos are giving these guys, they could work with it because of the fighters that they got and the way that their model is. So it's all right, man. It's all right, man. It's all right. Yeah, I haven't heard much hype about it, but I'm interested in that Ben Whitaker fight. Oh yeah, on Easter. He said, "Oh, that fight's on Easter. Oh, Easter Sunday, isn't it on Sunday?" Yeah, he right. Yeah, Z. Yeah, he rematching with the Liam Cameron, the dude who was putting hands and foot on him. Like that dude was definitely doing work to him, man. I don't know what happened either, man. That shit was crazy. But yeah, shout out my Pro Box family. Yeah, Pro Box, man. They doing big things. Big things, hangout spot. They doing big things, man. They moving the show on the road. Rusty said, as a fan, I prefer Pro Box on Wednesdays. Me too, man, because like there was nothing on Wednesday. So it was like I felt like Pro Box had a night. They got their own thing. Every other week, we knew every other week it was gonna be boxing. You know, that I think that consistency gave the boxing fan like, okay, we got something to watch, we got something to talk about, we got something to stream about, even content. Do live chat parties, or just get ready to watch a good fight because we know Pro Box is great matchmaking. That's the thing that makes Pro Box special, man. It's great matchmaking. They give us good fights, and we may not know these guys all by name, But man, we can't lie here. Pro boxers put dudes in great situations. Like Lamont Roach, look, he just fought Tank. He's a pro box fighter. You know, Ronnie Rios, he fought Nick Ball for his title over in the UK. Hot Rod, he fought against David Morrell on that Riyadh season Terrence Crawford card. You know, lots of pro box fighters, man. I'm sure there's more dudes. I'm just missing their names right now that have been on big stages. You know, from pro box, getting a couple fights. Johan Gonzalez, I know he got a couple fights off pro box wins. Scrum, he just fought Ramos Jr. on that David Benavidez card. I think it was no, Sebastian Fedora, sorry, Sebastian Fedora card. So I mean, shout out to Pro Box, man. They just know how to match make, and then they know how to help you get a big fight, get in a big name. So shout out to them for that. Shout out to my guy LW. What's good, L Dub? L Dub boxing, man. He gonna tell y'all what's going on next. Shout out to him because it ain't magic. You just looking at them rankings and seeing where everybody getting positioned because we know how the commissions go these days. When they about to make a fight, they start throwing dudes' names left, right, and center into spots they shouldn't even be on, bro. Yep, Trevor McCumbee. Yeah, that's who I forgot about too. Yeah, he fought Caleb Plant. We saw that one. Yeah, that was a good fight because Trevor McCumbee, he definitely had some success in that fight, man. Yep, against Caleb Plant. And look at him now. Yeah, he getting a Pacheco fight gonna be on Matchroom. You know, Antonio Moran just got a big win. Yep, Antonio Moran's a good name too. I'm pretty sure he fought on that Riyadh season card, but I don't know if he was with Pro Box. But yeah, I definitely like Antonio Moran. I think he's a good fighter. You know, his only losses are to elite fighters, man. But yeah. Also in Montreal on Thursday, they had the fights in Montreal. I had the Tiger, Chris Guerrero, Machine Gun Guerrero. He got the dub. He won the welterweight continental title, WBC. So he's moving up in those WBC rankings at welterweight. Chris Guerrero. And Mary Spencer, she retained her WBA super welterweight title. And yeah, Mary Spencer's moving up in the ranks. I think she's ranked like number 4 in the Ring magazine at the weight division. Yeah, man, shout out to women's boxing. Shout out to Jake Paul for putting together a great card in July, man. Amanda Seriano, Katie Taylor 3, you know, Alicia Bumgarner in the co-main. Yo, man. Sorry. MVP doing their thing. Like, we can't be hating on them. They doing their thing when it comes to boxing, you know. Fendero, yeah, Fendero. He is nice, man. He is. I mess with him. But yeah, man. I mean, what do y'all think about Boots? Like, where he gonna go next? I guess that's the biggest question, right? Where is Boots Ennis gonna fight next? I know my man Johnny, he gonna press Brian Norman Sr. tomorrow on his show, hangout spot. Uh, yeah, I don't think they're going for Boots next, Johnny. I just don't see it, bro. They do. Shoot, shout out to them. But I think they feel like they got some more work to do. They got some more fights to do. But they better be careful because that WBO mandatory is gonna come up soon, man. It's it's gonna be here soon, bro. Trust me. I don't even know how long Brian Norman Jr.'s had that title, but I know they're gonna call for that mandatory. You know, whoever gets to that spot. So they better hurry up, do what they gotta do, get some wins, get the fight, get the Boots fight buzzing a bit more. I think they need to go get the Stanionis fight. That's what they or not sorry, Mario Barrios fight. You know, Bob Arum has been saying him and the PBC been talking. They're gonna do some fights. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know which fights they're gonna do. I really don't. But yeah, basically, I would like to see. I would like to see the whole um Mario Barrios and Norman Jr. fight in a perfect world. But something's just telling me, man, Mario Barrios is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, protected. Yeah, man, he gonna be protected, yo. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Last fell Saint, the man. Nah, I mess with that dude too. He's a good fighter, man. Definitely a good fighter. He's a young fighter too, man. Young. But yeah, what y'all think about the whole welterweight division as a whole, man? I mean, what's really good, man, with the welterweight division? Shout out to my guy William Old School in the building. Yo, the hangout spot said Barrios is food. Yo, he might be, dog. He might be. I don't know, man. After that last performance against Abel Ramos, he went life and death with him. Barrios might be, yeah, he might be the weakest champ, man, for sure. I just don't know who's gonna relinquish that belt. Like the PBC, they've been so, you know what I'm saying? The welterweight belt's been theirs for like the last 10 years, bro. They've always had the belts over there outside of the BO. You know, Terrence Crawford got that thing. But they just, I don't know, man. I don't know if Barrios is gonna sign up to fight Norman or Boots. I mean, like I said, unless the offer's crazy. Unless the offer's crazy, bro. I don't see it happening. So I think it's gonna have to be a situation where one of these guys are gonna have to force that fight, man. And we all know Eddie Hearn, man. You know, saying they say Earn with Hearn, but he wasn't willing to give Brian Norman a little bit of like Frank Martin asked for his you know what I'm saying, for his money when they wanted to fight. So I don't know if they're gonna play hardball with Barrios or if, you know, Louis Takubis and the PBC is gonna play hardball with Matchroom. But I just think that like Brian Norman, he gotta go get a belt now. If you really wanna get that money that he was asking, you gotta go get the strap. You got to, man. But I don't know, man. I don't understand it. Yeah. Yeah, I like for guys to go for unifications, but I understand that's not always good for the business. Yeah, man. I get it too, Z. I get it too. You know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Having them belts on your side, they mean a little something. Having that hardware on your side means something to these promoters. You know, it's a little bit of pride thing. So if one guy got all the belts over there, show how's it look for the rest of the promoters, you know what I'm saying? And they can't get no title shots, they can't get no fights with championship belts with their guys now. It says something, but at the same time, if we get the best fight, man, I don't we get the best fights. I don't think the belts matter, man. And I know people cringe when I say things like that, but I'm like, man, just look. If we see the best fights, you know what I'm saying? We see the best of the best fight each other. So it don't matter about the hardware, man. We just want to see action at the end of the day. I mean, do we really like when it bottled down to it? Do we really care about them belts? Not really. I don't think so, man. I think we're at a point now where the belts don't matter as much because of what the sanctioning bodies have done to the belts. I don't think it's the fighters, man. When you are moving people who have never been ranked into number one spots just to make a fight and to make a title fight, there's politics there, man. When guys are not getting their shots and they've been mandatory forever, it's politics, man. You're devaluing the belts. And the BC did that with Canelo. They did that with Canelo just now. They devalued that belt, man, at whatever he got, 68. Nobody's gonna get it. If Benavidez didn't get it, like this is why Pacheco didn't fight in Billy. Like Ness was right when he said that. You're not gonna get that belt because Martial's not gonna freaking strip Canelo. You know, shout out to Triple G. He's the one who kept hammering the hammer. But Triple G, you know, we all know Triple G. He was that dude that was knocking everybody else. So we kind of asked Canelo, yo, you gotta fight him, man. You gotta fight him because this dude's knocking at your door and coming for your belts and making you, you know, get stripped. Shout out to William Old School. He said, nah, bro, Arios is a dog. He'll fight Boots. The problem is Brian Norman, who will have every excuse to avoid Boots. Oh, damn. He said, Brian Norman gonna. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yeah, belts don't bring more money. Popularity brings the money. Yeah, in this day and age in boxing and what's going on with streaming, you know, it used to be the hardcore fans would buy the fights. You had fight parties. You know, all your buddies come over, or you go to the bar. The bars buy the fights. That's another thing too. I don't think bars, not as many bars, are buying boxing anymore. You know, the up prices for the pay-per-views and the bars are crazy. So like they looking at it like if the boxing fans is not coming out to buy drinks, man, we not buying no pay-per-view for boxing. So the bars are not doing that anymore. But basically I think that the belts have devalued because of the sanctioning bodies and them being so biased to certain people, giving certain people rules. And then the WBA, I don't understand them. They're making a world belt for this Rolly and Ryan fight. Like these dudes just never fought at 47. Their first fight at 47 is for a WBA world belt. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, this is the type of dumb stuff that's happening. And then Turkey Al Sheik's trying to make another undisputed belt. We see his belt pop up. And it's kind of like, bro, it's like this is just confusing to everybody. If somebody had never watched the sport before, they wondering why this dude got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts on him. Like, what is this? Like, why that man got 5 belts on him? I just don't think that the belts carry the same value like they used to because the sanctioning bodies they not being fair to the dudes who are grinding, the the blue collar fighters, the guys who are coming up. They're not being fair to those guys no more. They just pick and choose what they want to do, man. I don't get it, man. And popularity in this day and age is it, man, because we in the streaming era, bro. I keep telling people that. So when Tank Davis do like 250, 260, I'm impressed because there's probably like a good 800 people streaming it off their phones, man. Streaming it off their phones. Like, and then people tell me like, nah, man, Tank can't sell. I'm like, nah, Tank can sell, bro. It's just people are streaming off their phones. Not even you don't even have to go to your laptop no more. You just turn on your phone, open it up, go to Google, literally go to Google, and then you're gonna see some shit, man. You're gonna find some streams. So I mean, this is getting out of control, man. This whole streaming thing, it's terrible, man. So, but I get it, man. Tank does 260. That's good for me because I know that if they could figure out what the piracy is, it would change the whole game of boxing, bro. Floyd Mayweather didn't live through piracy, bro. Let's be honest here. He didn't. Like they had the black box. Y'all remember the black box? But the black box was you had to know somebody to reset your car once they once they got it blocked. You had to go to somebody, bro. You had to go to somebody, and not everybody had that guy on their block, man. So you couldn't just get it. Shout out to Eric Harris in the building. Appreciate you, brother. He said Norman nor Barrios will fight Boots. They'll wait him out until he goes to 54. Norman Sr. will keep talking. Barrios will keep him quiet. Shameful fighters, he said. Nah, bro, don't say that. Don't speak that into existence, my brother. Don't, man. We want to see them fight, man. We want to see them fight. Yeah, the hangout spot. He gonna have Brian Norman Sr. on his live tomorrow. So go check him out, y'all. He coming on his show tomorrow night. I think he goes live around. You go live around 9, right, Johnny? Yeah, he gonna have Brian Norman Sr. there. And Senior gonna talk his talk, man. I just hope that they do take the fight or else, you know what I'm saying? You can't have too many Schofields out here, man, talking and not doing no fighting. But Norman Jr., he strike me as a fighter though. He strike me as a dude who gonna be fighting. He do like he do talk the talk, man. So we just gotta see it. We just gotta see it. Yeah, but like Boots, yeah, Boots at 54. How y'all think Boots fares at 54? Like I think I've always told people like Boots Ennis' biggest fights are at 54. Like I said that last year. I said that he's going to have his legacy fights at 54. Like y'all remember when Oscar, I think it was at 54, maybe it was 47. When Oscar moved up though, I think it was 54. It might have been nah. Okay, anyways, he moved up from 47 or 54, one of those weight classes. Anyways, and that's when we started seeing like the Fernando Vargas fight. You know what I'm saying? The Trinidad fight, the Shane Mosley fights. we started seeing the big fights. He didn't win them all, but those were the money fights, man. That was the I think for Boots, 54 is that the Xander's eyes, Sebastian Fundora. That's the green print. Virgil Ortiz is probably the one we're all thinking is the mega fight at 54 for Boots. Should Virgil go collect some belts? Shoot, Backrum's there. Jermell Charlo. If he comes back, you know, there's Keith Thurman's there. Keith Thurman, one time he's still there. He's at 54 now. Tim Zoo, Charles Conwell, sleeper. Sleeper, definitely a sleeper, man. I'm just saying there's a lot of good fights at 54. And that's probably the division I'm like, shit, I don't know, man. If Boots could beat all these dudes, he might be that second coming of Roy Jones y'all speak of, but I'm not gonna stamp him as it just yet because Roy Jones was special talent. But I do think Boots Ennis is in that, how do I say, he can be in that ballpark if he goes up to 54 and somehow runs that gauntlet, man. If he goes up to 54 and undisputes, yo, man, that's the best division in boxing. So we got to stamp him as something, right? Hang on, Spot said, "Yeah, Boots is super talented. I can't front. Nah, bro, he is. The man is great with his feet. Yeah, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where Boots goes next. But obviously, selfishly, me, I've I've kind of detached myself from the belts now. I don't look at guys like if they're fighting for belts, winning belts. I look at guys on who they're beating now, and that's how I'm basing my pound for pound. Who did you beat? What were the stakes? You know, was it like if it's a unification and you beat a guy, you beat a champ. That should be respected. You know what I'm saying? If the guy was recently champ, I might scale back on it. But to beat a champ, to do what Boots Ennis did, that's amazing, man. I stamped that stuff. I'm like, yeah, this dude's real. Now, I'm not saying I was never like not high on Boots, but I just felt like a lot of people were giving him, you know what I'm saying, too much hype. Like the second coming of Roy Jones is crazy to me because when I watched Roy Jones, he wasn't getting touched like the way Boots is. Shout out to Boots because Boots is he be punching too, so he's returning fire. But Roy Jones was like God level, bro. That dude was different. He was really different. And I just think that going to 54 for me, like I said, the name value, who he beats at 54. If he keep going and beat Xander, going and beat a Jermell Charlo, who never lost at 54. Even if he gets a Spence fight, that'd be big for him. That'd be big for Boots. Do a Spence fight in Dallas, Texas, in the stadium, bro. That's huge for Boots. I don't think it'll happen. So I think Spence is kind of done. I think Spence is retired. But there's so many more appealing fights at 54. But I understand what Boots is trying to do. He's trying to undispute at 47. That's his goal. Respect the man's goal. Respect anybody who has a goal and goes out and pursues it. Because that's what he's doing right now. You know, he's got a goal. He set out to do it. He spoke on it numerous times. People want him to move up. He has a goal, man. William Old School said Jamel is the guy I want back in the ring. There are a bunch of good fighters for Mel, including Bud and Boots when he moves up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean the Bud Crawford fight for Jamel is still not out of the realm. Should Crawford lose if he fights? Maybe Crawford doesn't even fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Said Rusty K said, but the guys with the belts are fighting the best competition for the most part. Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna excuse that. That is true. They usually are, right? But they're usually not mixing up with each other. I think that's what we want to see. We want to see some guys mixing it up with each other. I felt like, the 90s, the 80s for sure. They was mixing it up, bro. They was mixing it up. So I would have loved to see that more often in boxing. It doesn't Doesn't happen too often, but it is what it is, man. Because we do usually get a good fight every couple years we get a super fight. Like, every year we got one, obviously, but every couple years we get like two or three in a year. So I mean, it is what it is. The top fighters only fighting like two times a year now. So they're probably gonna give us one good one, one bad one. And then if politics come into play, we might get two duds. But yeah, you right. They usually fighting the best, but you know, I'm just a dude. I just want to see good boxing, man. I just want to see the best names as possible. I'm not a fan that's gonna complain necessarily. I'm not gonna complain. I'll express myself, but I understand it, right? I understand that basically, people can't wait sometimes. Like just I think of it like an independent contractor. How many carpenters or masonry guys who do that work can literally say, "Nah, I ain't gonna take a job today because I'm waiting on that job, the big job. I'm waiting on a custom house that's gonna pay me this." Nah, bro, they gotta take the jobs that they get. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's what it is for some of these champs. Like they waiting on another dude, but he over here playing games. So they just gotta continue doing what they doing, continue winning. So I get it, man. You right. They usually top 10 pound per pound is simple. Anyone with the ring belt should be there. Nah, yeah. I guess what you're saying, yeah, is true by the rules because the ring belt is the man, right? That's what we dub it as. But yeah, there's some people that don't respect that ring belt because Turkey she has it now. It's William Old School said my inside sources been telling me that Spence has been getting pieced up and sparring ever since the car accident. And by dudes, he should be washing. Damn. Nah, Spence ain't been the same since that, but shoot, Spence is a dog because he came back from that. He still beat dudes, man. He beat Danny Garcia and Ugas. So that was a crash. I was like, man, this dude shouldn't even be alive, man. He shouldn't even be alive. Yeah, Rusty said it. Top 10 pound for pound is simple. Anyone the ring belt should be there. Yeah. Matter of fact, yo, let's see how many people got a ring belt because I'll say this, Rusty. I don't think a lot of people have the ring belt. I just don't think so. And like that's not no knock to them. I think the ring's kind of making it that you know, it's a prestigious belt. That's how they're doing it. Yeah, let's see what I got in the chat. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yes, these are all the ring belt holders. Usyk, Japataya, Dimitri Bivol, Canelo Alvarez, Teofimo Lopez, Nayo Inoue, Bam Rodriguez, and is that Collazo? Luis, not Luis Collazo, is it? Oh, Oscar Collazo, Puerto Rican. Yeah. So you right, man. Cause like I think Tio's not in pound for pound. Oh shoot, I know pretty much. No, Japatai is not in the pound for pound either. Damn. Yeah, even by that logic, some of those guys are not in the pound for pound, man. Yeah. Yeah, Z, the WBC Grand Prix, I think starts on Thursday. I interviewed a couple cats from Canada that are in it. I think they fight on Friday, but I think it starts on Thursday. Don't quote me, but I think so, man. Shout out to my guys from Canada, man. I hope they go out there and do work, man. The WBC Grand Prix. Shout out to the Turkey Al Sheik for putting that on because there's a lot of dudes who need that exposure, who gonna be on that card. We're gonna figure out who are gonna be, what I'm saying, some future good fighters, man. I mean, I hope TKO don't scoop those guys up, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't see them looking good and then scoop him up from the whole tournament. We'll see how that tournament goes. I like the tournament, man. I like the Grand Prix. I like the whole idea of a tournament. I think that's great in boxing. I think that's one of the greatest things, man, is to have a tournament and settle it. Like that Super Six. I remember the Super Six. That was awesome. I don't know why Turkey Al Sheik just can't go hire the people who did the Super Six, and then he come out here and do his own thing. What's good, my brother? W in the building. Hey, we're in more school. Peace, brother. He said, peace out. I gotta get in the shower. Yeah, man, I feel you, brother. About to jump off here too, man. I gotta get some Z's. But yeah, man. Yo, everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. For real. Rocking out with me. But shout out to my guy Johnny. Make sure y'all check him out. He got Brian Norman Sr. on his live tomorrow night. So we'll hear what he has to say about Boots Ennis and his performance. I know he was on the Boxing Voice. I didn't get to watch that episode yet. It's on the Boxing Voice, I think, today. Maybe. Was it today? Yeah, but we'll see, man. We'll see what goes on with that whole situation with the welterweight division. I'm glad to see the division has life though, because I thought that once Bud Crawford left and once Earl Spence kind of left and Keith Thurman, like all these dudes started leaving, I was like, man, the welterweight division is dead for the first time in a long time. Because the welterweight division has always been the glamour division. So it was hard to see that. But like now that Devin Haney's here now, Jose Ramirez is here now, Ryan Garcia, I mean, Rolly's here. I mean, if y'all want to, Rolly is a former champ. Teofimo Lopez says he's coming. These guys are here now, but I don't know. I don't know how good some of them are gonna adapt to 47. Obviously, 47 is Boots' division. I think Boots is the best fighter in 47 right now. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens because this is boxing. This is why we watch the fights. Anything can happen. Boots could have got clipped last night. Could have been me here today talking about how Boots lost me all my money. You know what I'm saying? But Boots Ennis did his thing, man. He definitely looked very, very good. He looked comfortable. He looked like he was having fun. Bozianis gave him the right instructions. I felt like Bozianis was doing his job, calming him down, telling him like, yo, just relax up there, keep pumping that jab. Them boys were on, man. Everything was popping. They had a whole night, a whole good night. It was a clean slate, man. There was nothing for me to say bad about that performance. My man swam in the water and didn't get wet. That's just what it was. And he was walking on water, as they say. But shout out to Boots Ennis, man. He's definitely one of those talents. I just want to see him in those fights, though. I just want to see him at 54. I'm selfish. I know he wants to be undisputed at 47, but I'm like, man, don't waste no time with those dudes. 54, I feel like there's more smoke. There's better fights, there's more money fights, there's more legacy, it's more everything, bro. It's more on the line. You get to rehydrate up now. So no Boots. Like, he's a bigger dude. So now you get to fill out your form to 54. And you know you're gonna be in dogfights at 54, man. There ain't gonna be no easy fight at 54 in a sense of like I think 47 there's probably easier fights for Boots. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to Boots Ennis. Shout out to Bozy. They look good, man. They look good. They did their thing. I'm not mad at them at all. We'll see what's going on next with them in boxing, but everybody smash that like button, man. I'm about to head on out. Go get some Z's. I don't know if I'm gonna pop up on the Boxing Voice tomorrow. I might, bro. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Peace.